right, everybody, welcome to the second episode of Takes a Village Townhall. Today we have two special guests, but before I introduce them, my name's Corey.
And I'm Maggie.
And joining us today are two of the pillars to the Potluck sessions on Mondays. These guys are my backbone. Two producers.
Gross.
Gross.
That's gross.
You don't want to be the backbone?
You don't want to be backbone? What bone you want to be?
The funny bone.
Save
it. Oh.
He's definitely the funny bone. All right.
Hell
So
yeah.
Troy, my backbone,
Crippling.
and Sonya's my funny bone. So yeah. Welcome, Troy and Sonya.
Let's go.
Hi.
Trying.
Hell yeah.
So boys, welcome to
What's
the
up?
second episode of Town Hall.
Thank you for having me
Thank
at
you
the
for
town
having
hall
us.
meeting.
Our first guest.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're honored.
And I wanted
So
to
honored.
bring you guys in just so we could kind of talk about the village, talk about what it is,
Right.
but also starting off with you guys too. We'll start with Troy.
Oh damn. Okay.
Troy
go.
came over from the UK.
I'm a fob from the UK.
Yeah, he is. Hence the accent, right, fam? Right?
Right in it.
Somerville.
Nando's.
In it.
Allow it, fam. Allow
Nah, I
it.
don't.
Nando's.
Nano's overrated.
True.
The best food. You don't go to Nando's. You go to just a chip shop.
Chip shop?
Chip
I
shop.
can just walk into anyone?
Yeah, anyone. Just
It's
ask the
like
bar-
that?
Yes, it's like.
Is it fish and chips or is it just called a chip shop?
So you just call them like a chip shop, and then they have they got your kebabs and everything. Yeah, that's the best way. Don't go McDonald's. Don't
Hell
go
yeah.
Nando's. Just go to.
I'll
just
still
go
be
to
at the
chip-
Golden Arches, though.
Oh, fair enough.
Golden Arches, bro.
I'm gonna introduce myself. Okay,
Yeah,
so real background. So I'm Troy, aka Jahara. I'm from Hong Kong originally.
Motherland.
Yes, the motherland.
Hong Kong.
Hell yeah.
Yes, Hong Kong.
Hell yeah.
But so I lived there most of my life, and then I moved to the UK for a bit of school and work. I was there for 5 years, hence the accent. When I first landed, I landed in Leeds. That's where I went to. That's where I did most of my music education, learned production and everything. And then I moved to London for 2 years. I worked at this school. Fun fact: Jacob Collier went there, so that was cool.
As a student?
As a student, yeah, 100%.
That's his high school. Yeah.
So, what I do mainly is, I'm a producer first and foremost. But for my day job and other stuff, I do a bit of audio engineering, do a bit of mixing. I'm also a musician. I mainly play guitar and stuff. Just arrived Toronto last year December, so it's been about a year now. I met Corey. This is a good story. When I was in London, I saw on my Insta this ad for Oyster.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
when I
talking
have-
about.
yeah.
The
That's what I'm
ads for
talking
Oyster reach
about.
all
Yeah,
the
the
way-
reach goes
go
all the way to London. All the way to
Hell
London.
yeah, bro.
So like when I arrived Toronto, I was keeping up with this whole Takes a Village thing, with Corey's handle on Insta, and there was this thing called what's that? That's the name for it. The Takes a Village.
Yeah.
The first networking event,
Yeah.
and then that's where I introduced myself. And then we linked up, and then Corey's been running these sessions since when? September. September, yeah. So I've been coming to these sessions since October, and we just been meeting everybody in the scene quite organically. It's been really fun. Yeah. It's like in Corey's sessions, like you meet all sorts. Everybody just comes through, and that time at Sonya. Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Segue right there. Boom.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow. Hell yeah.
That one's good. Yeah. It's
Is it?
if you scroll to the right, it'll be moving. You try scrolling to the right just to double check. You can
Here, I can.
two fingers. There you go. We're
Thank
good.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
we
for
back.
that.
We back.
I'm IT, baby.
Yeah, so that's why we got a bunch of music engineers here, pretty much. So hopefully no audio problems. That'd be embarrassing.
Hell yeah. Just no sound. Just
Oh, yeah.
We use the camera
We
recorder.
just have to. We have to overdub.
my God, bro.
We have to
That'd be
re-record.
Yeah, dog. That actually happened to a live performance one time. One of my homies shot, like he recorded a whole live performance, the mic cut out. So like he just had like camera footage and he like uploaded it and was like, nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, yeah, it happens, man. It happens.
I'm still waiting on that live session though. Yeah, for sure. So
Tell me your origin story, Sonya. Come
origin story.
Let's
So
go,
I came
let's
out of
go.
my mother.
on.
I came out of my mother in August. Late August. I'll leave it at that. Late August.
Okay.
Are you a Leo? Just
No,
right.
I'm Jason.
No?
Leo. What is Virgo?
Oh, you're Virgo.
Am I? Oh, what?
Ugh.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm a Leo and we're close.
Explains
I'm
a
late
lot.
July, so I thought you might have been a Leo too.
I don't even know what I am, bro. And my homie Sami tells me all the time what I am, and I just don't.
Wait, when's your birthday?
Late August.
Oh,
Woo!
yeah, let the
We got the
woman do
internet.
the
We
job.
got the
I got big Virgo energy.
Big
I don't even know
Gross.
what that means. Big
Gross.
virgin energy. No.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Hell yeah. Nah, yeah, I was born and raised like here, not in Toronto, just outside.
Stowfield's finest.
Stouffville's finest, you know.
Well, yeah.
Stouffville. I mean, I'm like North Markham, but when people think Markham, they think Pacific Mall. I'm not around there. I'm like North. Like if you my nearest main intersection, there's like no civilization. But I recently moved to Toronto and
Let's go.
now I'm here,
Come on.
bro. I got
In
my
the
Presto. Hell yeah.
Presto,
I got my
card.
Presto. Let's
Show
get
the
it,
Presto
bro.
card.
Yeah, I've been making music for, I don't even know, like probably since 2016. 2016, I felt like things started taking a nice upswing during the pandemic, which is a very strange time. Like I would say like a lot of my homies' careers flourished when the whole world shut down, which is a very strange way to put it, but
I think it's a good time for people to like
People wanna consume art, you
Yeah,
know?
want to listen to music.
yeah, I want to listen to
Nothing else
music,
to
lock
do.
in on their hobbies, just
Yeah.
maybe make
We
like,
had a lot of time to make music too.
yeah, bro. I can't even lie. I thought I was sick, and then when I went into quarantine, I realized I wasn't that sick. And then I'm just like, wow, I got a lot of work ahead of me. I feel like that's when your true like arc happens.
Yeah.
It's always like, yo, this beat's fire, and your homies will always like dap you up, but like when you play your music in front of people, they'll never tell you how they truly feel about it. It's like, oh, it's not that good. But it's like, yeah, it's cool, man. It's like, all right.
Well, that's funny because that's what Corey always says is like whenever he plays his music for other people, he always hears it from like other
Yeah,
people's
you're
ears.
listening it through their ears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like, yo, like producer lingo is like, it's cool means it's eh.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this is fire means it's good.
yeah.
Like if it's amazing, they'll jump out of their seat,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They'll jump out of their seat,
The
bro.
reaction.
You need shit.
Yo,
You
dude,
need that.
I've
You
been
need
in
that.
I've been in sessions, bro, dude. So a close friend of mine, Kyle. So I was in a session with him, right? I won't name the producer who I was with, right? But like we were playing beats, right? And like the artist I was with was like gassing me up, right? It's like, yo, this is Sardi, this is whatever. And I'll be like, oh fuck. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah, for now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, just bleep it out. Okay, but I was like, oh, damn it. Like, I'm being set up for failure. So this guy is like, all right, yo, let me hear some shit. I'll be like, oh, okay. And I play a beat, and they're like, I play, like, it was literally like,
Press
like,
spacebar.
I'm like, I'm like up against the computer, and I look back at everyone. It's like, all right, guys, here I go. And I press play, and the room was still, bro. The producer was like this.
Oh no.
No, but like, in all fairness, he was like also like listening.
Yeah, trying to
actively.
process.
He was
Active-
listening,
actively
actively
listening. Okay.
So it was like, no one was moving, and like the beat is not even that long. It's like a minute and 45 seconds. Dog, that shit felt like an hour,
It's
bro.
always like that.
It's an
right?
hour,
I
bro.
know.
It's like playing, and you look at everyone. Everyone's just not looking at you. I'll be like, oh, get me out of here, bro.
Yeah.
And literally after all of that is,
Sorry.
yeah,
It's
it's cool.
fuck
And I'll
with
be like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
All right.
that's no-
And then Kyle comes out. Oh my god, my champion, bro. This guy plugs in his laptop, bro. First 10 seconds, bro. This producer jumps out of his chair, goes, "Yo, run that shit back!" Like right after me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, and the whole room's going crazy, and I'm just sitting there, and everyone's going crazy. I go,
Hello,
wanna go
darkness,
home.
my old friend.
I want to go home.
Bro, showing beats is some of the most stressful shit, bro. Even with just one other artist, and you're like sweating. Do you like this? Nobody say nothing.
No one
You
says
play it, nobody
anything,
says
bro.
nothing. And
Or
you're
it's just like,
stressed.
or quick next. I'll play some. Oh yeah, let's see what else you got. Oh, okay. It's like no, next. Oh, okay. And you're going to the bottom of your file and go, okay, maybe I might play number 3 again. See if it's like,
Yeah, see if you know.
and it's like, yo, you played this one before. I went, oh, sorry, my bad, I misclicked.
Damn it.
Okay, I think it's so funny that like the pressure, it's like pressures from different sides because it's like obviously you're showing your music, so you feel like a certain type of pressure. But
Yeah.
as like the audience member, so I'm not a producer, but I listen to like Corey's beats. I'm always like,
Hell yeah.
gotta like my reactions, like okay, like I know he's like, like oh, like what does she think?
It's always like, yo, what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
You-
Like
It's
keep
like,
my
oh, wait,
face
it's this
neutral,
next one.
yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Make sure I'm engaged.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
But yo, I felt like I really like came to my own during the pandemic, and now I'm here at the Village.
Yeah, yeah.
5 years later,
How do we meet? When do we meet originally?
through Eric.
Through Eric, right?
Eric, I've heard. Okay, so
He is Eric Ryan's producer.
Yes.
There
Shout
you
out
go.
Eric Ryan.
shout out to the boy. Shout out to my other champion. No, I've known of you. Actually, I heard Oyster. No, but wait. Before anything came out, like it was
because you heard it from Eric.
Yeah, it was literally
Eric, yeah.
you and Jules.
Yeah.
Context. So Oyster is Hamlet's song.
Stream that now.
Featuring
Stream that now.
Stream that now. Featuring Eric Ryan and Jules. Yeah. There you go.
My
Some
other
context.
champion.
It's in at
Some
2.7
context
million
right
right
there.
now.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
we kind
Out
of
now.
we talked about this a little bit, kind of like we like alluded to it in like the first episode of the podcast where you found some success with the Takes a Village label. So that first success came from Oyster,
Yeah, the
which
real success.
featured Eric Ryan, who also knows Sonya. So yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he showed me just that, and like, he told me like, yo, am I allowed to say this? How the song came to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so literally, this guy came to me. He's like, yo, this is like, you know Jules, right? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yo, so do you know Hamlet? He's like, I don't know anyone in Toronto. So it was just
I'm
like,
from Stouffville.
yeah. Stovall's finest, baby.
Let's go. That's a tag right there.
That's a tag right there. And like, basically, he's like, yo, this shit is like amazing. And I heard it, and I'm like, yo, this song's amazing. And like, how did you feel about it? Because what he told me is like, I don't know if they're feeling the song. Like,
I love the song. I think Jules was not looking to have it released under her name. Like, she didn't want it as an artist.
Okay.
She's just like figuring herself as an artist, right?
course.
So she
Yeah.
was like I think she wanted to sell it to Eric. Did you know that? Like,
no, I
that's what
didn't.
heard.
I didn't know that.
I think
that-
Jules told me that she wanted to sell it to Eric.
Let's,
and
all
be
right,
like,
all right.
"Hey."
Let's hear the tea. Let's hear the tea.
Yeah,
Spill
yeah.
the tea.
And so, like, I think they just collabed on it first.
Yeah, because they're like close. They're like friends.
They're friends, right?
They're like friends. Real
So
life
then
friends.
I heard that verse too. I was like, yeah, that's dope, right? And we sat on it for a while. It was pandemic during that time, right? And pretty much, I heard later, like recently actually, that Jules was like, yeah, I wanted to sell it to him.
that's a plot twist. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'm glad we released it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's
Yo,
great.
because like from our point of view, Eric literally looked at me and was like, it'd be a shame for this to not come out. Like, he was really excited about it. So it's just like, yo, I'm literally just gonna write a verse. I mean, like, I could be misquoting this guy. You should get this guy on the podcast.
Yeah.
He'll be on. He'll be on.
Yeah. And it's just basically, he was like, yo, I'm gonna just send a verse and just be like, here you go, without even like, because you guys weren't asking for a verse.
Right.
He
yeah.
just had it.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like, yo, this is this is a song with Jules on. It's fire. I would just throw myself on there and just hope for the best.
Dude, I actually
I
had a
remember
guitar
that.
solo for the second verse.
Oh,
it was just
yeah,
like a
with
whole
Mike- with
guitar
Mike, yeah,
solo.
with Mike, yeah.
And he's just
Probably
like,
Mike.
I'm just singing on top of this.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, so he just did it, and I went, all right, hell yeah. Like, he performed it in front of me. I'll be like, yeah, this shit's fucking amazing, right? And then I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because like, I was just so busy just like working on my full-time job, and then like literally just bouncing back and forth between the city and outside the city or whatever. So it's like, I can't really pay attention to like anything that's going on in the city except for my friends. That's pretty much it. And then like months pass, Like, you guys dropped the song. I still wasn't aware about the song. Like, I was just literally don't know anything about it. Then all of a sudden it's like, guys, we hit a milestone. And I'll be like, yo, we got hella listeners. I'll be like, wait, what the fuck? This just happened just now? And it's like, yeah. And then like through that, like through jumping in and out of the studio, like you actually came to Eric's house.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
That's where we first. That's where we first
Okay.
met. With the that synth. What's that synth you pulled up? It's a small.
Oh,
with a big knob in the center.
The Hydrosynth.
Yeah.
With the Hydrosynth.
Yo,
I do remember
awesome.
that game with that. Yeah.
I was like,
Was that for like our session or?
yeah, just like hey.
Yeah, we were just kicking it, and then it's just like basically introducing me to like Corey and be like, oh, this is the guy that did Oyster. I'll be like, oh hell yeah, bro. Yeah. And then I proceeded to not see you for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And then I think I only gotten closer with you like probably like since like May. Because that's when I like quit my full-time job and like really just like jumped into music, and then like through that like I think actually
sessioning more.
Sessioning more, and then I started like bumping into you more.
Did you go to the Village though? Like the original?
I did go to the Village. Yeah.
Maybe we.
So we actually haven't met at the Village. Like the only
okay.
reason why like I known more about you like every single like month is because like we were just showing up at this place.
Yeah,
I didn't know what it was, but
I was never there.
You were never there, but it's like I can't even lie. Locking up that place is scary.
Yeah.
It's just like because
The
I'm the only
alleyway
one.
in
It's like an alley.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's in like in this like in that spot, and it's like really dark. I go, okay, it's time to lock up.
Yeah,
It's
when
like,
you
let me
flick
just
that
turn
last
off all the
light.
light.
Yeah, that
It's
last light.
Oh shit! Went,
It goes
okay,
dark.
I have to
And then
leave
you gotta
now,
go down
bro.
that stairway.
And then that god
And
damn,
it's like
that
so
stair-
dirty. It's like
that
gross.
stairway
Like,
is scary,
Some
bro.
real Chinatown shit.
And it's like, yo, if I fall down that shit and then become a wool, this is me now.
it's so funny because I've only ever known that spot as like our friend's house. So like we knew that people like live there and stuff. But like like
we
could
just
see
used
how
to
it's a
hang
little-
there with my friend a lot. It was
Yeah,
never a
okay,
studio.
because like I've always known it as a studio spot.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like I brought over my homie Davey there one time. Like I think I kicked it there with Ashawn one time. Like
Mhm, yeah,
like I think being
Sean,
in I think being there like is the first time I saw like actual hardware synths. Cause like I was using like virtual like
VST
like
plug-in.
VSTs and all that stuff, and I'm like,
Be too cool for that shit, you know.
hell yeah!
I brought the
man.
106 there.
Hell yeah,
Just left
bro.
it there. Just like it's sitting down here right
That's what
now.
I'm
Just
like,
leave it there.
It's just me being like, all right, how do I turn this on, bro?
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I really, you have to understand like that spot did a lot for my friends, and I really like,
glad.
you know, I don't mean to glaze you right now, but it's like,
this is our original Takes a Village community studio that we talked about in the first episode.
so it's like you guys collectively done so much for my friends that like I've always like put you guys at like a high spot because like like no one can afford like studio time or like have like access to actual equipment. Like when I was hanging out with Kyle, this guy was rapping and singing on a snowball mic.
Yeah,
And all that,
true.
bro. But it's like still did his thing, though.
Yeah,
Like
still works.
like recording on Audacity.
Damn.
Ooh, yeah.
Classic.
But yeah, like you guys done a lot, and like through like being there and like through all my friends, like I started meeting you at events. I think I became like boys with you at the first Takes a Village event, the Asian night.
Yeah. Last
like-
June, we started hanging out, and then the session started coming.
Yeah.
And then since then we've just been locked in every week.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
every week.
Every week. bro.
See this
every
guy
Monday.
every week,
Every
bro.
week. Look at
In
that
the
best.
Dos X shirt.
Yeah,
Dos
the
X
same
shirt,
t-shirt.
bro.
The same shirt that Corey
It's
wears
my comfy
every
shirt,
week.
bro.
Yeah, I
The
love
weekly
that.
rotation.
Yeah, it's either that or the what's that like? It's like
It's the faded.
the faded is like
I know it's my
it's
wardrobe.
the one with the
It's
white.
the one I got in Taiwan that like it just says what's it say?
Oh, the purple one.
Yeah,
the
purple long
purple
sleeve.
shirt.
I see
Yeah.
that. I was like, hell yeah, bro. He's
Bro,
wearing
yeah.
his producing shirt today, bro.
People can
Yes, I
see me
hear.
today like oh
Yeah, I saw him
he
today.
put
It's
on
like,
jeans.
oh,
He put
okay,
on
jeans today,
I'm
bro.
like yeah we
It's
do
gonna
the
be on camera.
podcast.
Where's
Go
the
look-
cozy
go-
sweats?
He's
Go
got
looking
the
for the
big-
camera.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cozy sweats.
usually I just want to be comfy at these sessions.
Yeah,
know?
bro.
We're
You
sitting
have to
here.
be comfy at these sessions, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It can run pretty late, bro. Like,
Run late, yeah.
can't even lie. Sometimes it's like being here is like, yo, I'm happy I'm being here, but it's like, honestly, if I had ball shorts on right now, I can do damage. I can do serious damage right now in ball shorts. But yeah,
That's
bro.
too funny.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah,
Show.
Dope.
Now we're here, dog, at the counts.
At the
City-
town hall.
Town hall.
Yeah,
Town
the
hall.
evolution, right? That's so funny. Like it's from the very beginning, like from the Take the
studio.
Village studio to the Asian Creative Nights to here to Town Hall. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
the whole journey,
circle,
bro.
yeah.
Townhall. So does that make us your council?
Yeah, pretty much. Man.
Hell yeah,
we the
bro.
OGs, man.
You're
We
the
got
OG,
credentials,
yeah.
bro. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. We need to vote. You know, you guys just have to vote.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. All right. Well, we didn't have too much of a plan of where to take it now. What, do you have anything, babe?
I was gonna ask how you guys got started in music. Like, how did you get into producing
Okay.
and all of that?
All right.
I want to know this about Troy, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked about it briefly. Okay, I'll go from the whole thing. So,
Or like, what sparked? What was your initial? What was the initial spark of interest for you in
man.
music?
I remember like, I think this was. I always had a thing for like music. Apparently, like, I could sing.
You can
from-
you can
from-
sing.
I,
You can
yeah,
sing.
we.
You
I
can
heard you
sing.
say.
You can sing.
Yeah,
You can
I
sing.
could
It
sing.
surprised me the first time. I was like, oh,
I-
Troy can sing.
Yeah, hell
He's
yeah.
got pipes. He's got pipes.
This guy's sick.
like you know, like apparently my parents told me like I was singing a bit, and then like, I grew up like, you know, Christian Catholic, so like, you know, we would always have choir and stuff. But I think when I really like digged into music, it was in like middle school. So it's through one of my boys. His name's Caesar, Filipino man.
Shout out Caesar.
Yeah,
That's my people.
And I went to a Filipino church because they're all musical. Like,
Oh, hell
you know,
yeah.
You went to the right
it's the
church.
Filipino stereotype. You know, you play like for a dude, like you play basketball, you play guitar, you're musical, like
You're dancing to Chris
dancing.
Brown. It's like dancing to
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
yeah. So fun fact, I used to actually dance before this whole music.
Really?
Yeah, I used to b-boy back in the
Really?
day. Yeah, when I was like,
I see
little
something right
weird.
here.
And there's not there's
Also-
nothing
and
there's
also
Let me see
sing
the
for us.
sickest air
I want to see a
flare.
move. Yeah, just right on this table.
It's like,
but there's nothing online, but like
oh my god.
But yeah, so
that's
I used to dance before, and then I bit this music bug, and initially I was what was I listening to? Like the most visceral thing, the records that I remember, like when I was like a tween, it was like Linkin Park,
Oh, yeah.
Fort Minor, and I was really into like metal and stuff. So like I was listening to like Metallica, Trivium, like all the heavy stuff on guitar.
man. Yeah.
And then fast forward, I think 10th, 11th grade. I think one of the albums that like really like, you know, like flicked a switch in me was John Mayer, Where the Light Is.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah,
Mine
yeah.
was Room for Squares.
Yeah,
It brings us out of the
Yeah.
church because I grew up
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
church
yeah,
too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, oh, look at this chord. It's a jazzy
Sevens.
chord.
Sevens.
Yeah, it's a
I
seven,
was like, oh,
not
yeah.
GCDC.
You know, and you know, like being guitar player, I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. So I dove deep into that, and then fast forward into like high school. I discovered jazz. Like I remember on YouTube, like I remember seeing this band called Snarky Puppy,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
I remember, you know, listening to Robert Glasper, and from there, you know, also some hip hop along the way, some John Legend. Obviously Kanye was also playing
Oh
at the
yeah,
time.
Kanye constantly.
You
Hell yeah,
know,
bro.
so it was at the back. John Legend, Joey Badass.
Yeah, bro. Let's
Man,
go.
there's a lot of records.
in China.
Yeah, so wait, so
Think about it. In
This is
China,
in Hong
bro.
Kong. This is
Hong
in
Kong.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong. My
Yeah,
mistake.
this is
Hong Kong.
Yeah, get a break.
Yeah,
Get a break.
yeah.
It's a sensitive
At that
topic
point-
right now.
At that point,
It's
it
a
wasn't.
sensitive
It's not
topic.
It'd
China.
be crazy if I said Taiwan, bro. I was like, oh,
Taiwan's better than China's though.
okay.
Oh, God.
No, no.
Yo, but yo, we'll cut that part out, bro.
Yeah.
Get canceled on
Cut that
episode
out.
2, bro.
Yeah.
Get canceled
We love
on-
all Asians.
Oh, hey,
But
So I
wait,
take
so
that-
wait, let's just go back to the album. So for you, it was Room for Squares. What about you, Sonya? What was
Yo,
the album?
It is also a John Mayer album.
Oh, okay.
It's the live album, Where the Light
Oh
Is.
yeah. Nice.
But it's like kind of like the same thing. It's like I was just downloading like hella mixtapes, but I wasn't really into like being a musician or anything like that. I was just playing a lot of Modern Warfare on my PS3, and like I was skateboarding a lot too. Like I was like a skater, like but like I seriously got injured 1 year, and like I was just like out, and my mom's like, "Dog, you're failing all your classes and you're hurt." I'll be like, "Yeah, cause I'm fucking sick, mom." But like, bro, it's like, yo, I'm Thrasher, bro. I'm fucking Thrasher now. She's like, nah. She's like, nah, you're gonna stop skating. I went, all right, okay, that's cool. And like my brother at the time, he went to school, so like he moved away from home, and like he left all his music equipment at home. So I'm like,
So
okay.
your brother was a musician too?
He was a musician in the family. Like,
Musician.
musician. I mean, like, I feel like, is it like, I think it's safe to make the assumption like everyone was put through like some sort of music classes growing up.
As in,
when you
as
didn't,
Asians?
yeah. It's like when you
Yeah.
didn't
Not
want
Maggie
to.
was
I went to
I did. I did
lessons.
piano and guitar.
I did piano too, and I did not give a single.
Nothing. Well, I'm the only non-musician here, so it definitely didn't stick.
Yeah, it didn't. So like I didn't care, but like I knew like it's something I had to do on Wednesdays, and it made my mom really happy. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I'd rather be skateboarding. But like, and then like so when I got hurt in high school, like I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta teach myself like an instrument because like I can't go outside because I'm hurt, and like so I just literally just found John Mayer through the internet and went, yo, this guy's actually sick, dog. Like,
Sick.
because I've always known him for like Your Body Is a Wonderland.
Yeah.
But yo, in hindsight, bro, that song's really difficult to play low key.
It is. It's got
It's
those
hard,
hammer-ons and
bro.
shit.
Like you have to like.
He's a musician.
He's a musician.
He's a musician, man.
We're musicians. But it's like, yo, it was definitely that album. Like, so like I really wanted to. I felt like, yo, just learning John Mayer songs was the easiest to impress people.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, look what I
That's how
learned.
you get all the girls. You gotta
Yeah,
play
that-
See,
those
that's what I
John
thought.
Mayer.
That's what I thought, bro. Then I got all the homies and be like, I got all the homies like, yo, teach me how to do that. Wait, all right. Like, that's literally, yo, you laugh because you know that's what happened, bro.
true, yeah.
It's so true, bro. Because like all the other guys
Everybody
who
wants to
wanted to
get
get girls was trying to
Everybody.
play, bro. I'm like, yo, shit. Bro, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I knew like playing slow dancing in a burning room is like, yo, this is gonna impress the love of my life, dog.
Exactly.
Nah, I just was teaching all my homies. It's like, fuck. But yo, those fundamentals, like, I still use to this day. Like, I reference a lot of John Mayer and Tom Misch in my playing today, and like, yo, it's like my foundation for like my musical career. Like, obviously with hip hop and all that stuff, like, but it's like mainly for my musicianship, it'd be like John Mayer, Tom Misch, and the producing side, it would be like electronic acts like Cashmere Cat, Hudson Mohawk.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah, we
like-
should list out all the artists like that are
Oh yeah,
a list of 10.
a list of.
The
No,
10.
no,
The
five,
five,
top
five.
five.
Let's do five.
Okay, what were you for five?
Musical influences.
Yeah,
Musical influences.
Musical
oh,
influence.
man.
Mount Rushmore.
Ooh, man. That's
Number one's
tou-
John Mayer. We know that already.
Yeah, John Mayer definitely in the core. I wouldn't say he's on the top though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Give us
wouldn't
your
say he's
top.
on the top.
Damn, I would though. Oh, shit.
I feel like I had several, you know, because I did uni twice. So I did like a psych degree, and then I was gonna go work, and then my parents, you know, my financial situation got better, and then I just had the opportunity to go to the UK, and that's
you
when I
did
went
tell
to,
me that.
and then that's when I went to music school. So, and then I met another set of people, and then they also like kind of changed my life, kind of thing.
So do the first five that come to mind.
Yeah, first five that come to mind. Oh shit, that's so tough. You first, yeah, because
Okay.
I need to think.
Yo,
yeah.
Kenny Beats, number
Yeah.
one.
Ooh.
John Mayer. One of my close friends, Kyle, is like one of my main musical influences. Bro, this guy pushes the boundary every single time. If four, I would probably say Hudson Mohawk, and then for all the crazy shit, and like five.
It's a Filipino artist.
Corey.
Hamlet, HMLT.
What do you mean? I beat Eric? Come on. Oh, Eric.
Damn it. Okay. Yo, for number five, yo, it could go either way because I feel like my influences change every like you start to nerd out about someone like every week though. Like,
Yeah.
You get into a different rabbit hole. Like, yeah, new artists. Like I could put Omar Apollo up there and like
Yeah,
just
true,
switch out
true.
someone else. I could like. It always changes every week.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, for me.
How about you, Troy?
I'm thinking.
How about-
I feel like the core, at least the things that still influence me to this day, and I feel like that still sound like me. I would say John Mayer, Robert Glasper, for all the jazz stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Kanye West,
Yeah.
yeah, for all the production, you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
I can't even lie. I bite that guy all the time, bro.
Let's see. D'Angelo.
I was gonna say
yeah.
D'Angelo's got it.
D'Angelo. I wouldn't say D'Angelo. The whole Soulquarians.
Yeah.
The whole Soulquarians collective, because like I was listening to Common, I was listening to Erykah Badu.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that I would say that's like one cat. That was like one.
Yeah.
And then the last one is probably like all the UK electronic music that I was listening to at the time when I was in the UK. So all like the garage, all like the jungle stuff.
Hey, Garage!
Yeah.
Nando's!
Aluminium.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just all the electronic music that I was exposed in the UK. Yeah.
What about Corey? What about you?
Oh, Kaidi Tatum. That's the guy. That's one of the guys.
Okay.
But like, there's a more extensive list. Yeah.
I wasn't even
Top
thinking.
five.
Top five.
Yeah, top
It's
five,
so hard,
man.
man. Top five.
It is.
Current musical.
Oh, I was gonna say-
current musical.
I was gonna be like Weezer,
Yeah.
Smashing
Yo,
Pumpkins.
I already
Oh,
want
no,
to
you could do that,
change my
or-
list
yeah.
already, bro.
You know, like Mars Volta,
The first five. yeah.
Radiohead. That's my younger self.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I think into what I'm doing now, it's like Roots.
Yeah, the Roots.
You know,
Actually,
like you said though, like
Yeah,
Soulquarians,
the
like that's what got
Soulquarians.
me into that.
Yeah.
Kanye, I was bumping a
Yeah.
lot. College Dropout, all the early stuff.
Yeah.
Badu, but that's kind of again the Soulquarians
Yeah.
kind of thing you
Yeah.
were saying. Just all of them. Oh man, like this is a default answer today, and I just always say it, but I don't like. I think it's true, but Lucky
Yeah.
Day.
Yo,
Everybody asks me like what I've been listening for the past 2-3
No.
years. What are you listening to? I don't even listen to that much Lucky Day. It's still Lucky Day.
Yeah,
you know,
but it's like, it's a very engaging music, bro.
But
It
also
is,
like
man.
his live show like really put everything into perspective too
Yeah,
when we see him live.
Actually, it ruined it for me because he put the auto tune on live, and I'm like, you're a good enough singer to sing without the auto tune, like, but he put it on hard. Do you know what I
really?
mean? Like really
the last
hard.
show that we saw.
The last show.
At
Oh,
History.
the first show was.
The first show was.
Oh, the
he
first
did
show
it.
at what was that spot?
Adelaide Hall.
Adelaide Hall. Oh, it was crammed. That was amazing.
Yeah,
that
was
was
really?
yeah.
Put us on, yeah.
That's before like when his album was that earlier one when it was
Okay,
first released.
yeah.
That was his first kind of tour around with it. He played
sick.
Adelaide Hall. It was tiny.
Is that the one with Yeba on it? Like,
No, that's-
that project.
That's the second.
That's the second one, yeah, the more recent one. That's Candy Drip,
yeah,
right?
Candy
This
Drip.
one's the one before that. I love him so much I don't even know the name of that album.
Bro, I don't know names. Period. Though, like, I
Yeah,
just
I'm
know it's
bad
like
at
it's like the third track.
It's the Spotify effect. Like you never know.
That's
what
true.
Album.
Yeah, Spotify's kind of ruined artists and like branding and
Like
getting,
the art of sequencing and all that.
well, no, just like getting to know your artist. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of playlists are algorithmically pushed to you. You listen to it, you might love the song, you don't actually know who the artist is. You know, so
It
it's
goes by
like
so fast. Like you don't really know.
I guess as like a casual listener, you wouldn't like actively go because I'm the nerd, you know. Like I would like,
You
oh,
would
who
go,
is this?
yeah.
And I would
Yeah.
dive deep.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's the deep
Yeah.
dive, bro.
It's the
That's,
deep dive. That's the thing.
even
I think that's a topic for another
a topic.
another podcast. Unless you want to get into it.
No, we can get into it because I think like we can talk about you guys and stuff, but I think what I really want to get into with the podcast is kind of like the struggles of being a musician, being a producer
Let's
in
go.
Toronto. And it'll be an interesting view from Troy because Troy hasn't been here that long.
Yeah,
But he
Oh,
can
yeah.
kind of give us the outside perspective on like how if we are struggling or if we are, because we don't know. We're just
We don't know.
down.
We're just here, bro. We're just thugging it out.
We
bro.
know we're struggling because none of us have really. You know what I mean? So what's the other side? We don't really
Yeah,
know.
I don't
you
even know
know.
if I'm doing a good job, bro.
So yeah, that's something
I mean, Corey's
like
our
to talk about.
senpai. You know, he's been in the game long. I feel like I've only been in the game like properly maybe I would say the past 2 years.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
That's
The
dope.
past 2
That's
years,
dope.
like properly like going at it. I feel like prior to that I was still like I was a musician before this whole production thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was too,
yeah,
right? But I've been producing for I guess 10 years, and you are kind of around the same too-ish, or you started?
2016,
Yeah, so like 8 years, something like that.
2016,
Some-
9 years.
Yeah,
Oh my God, really? No, okay, it's 2017. 2017.
Yeah, yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Close
I'm-
enough.
The
Close
difference
enough,
between 8 and 9 years.
Like, it's
Yeah,
like no
yeah.
way, no way.
once you get
bro.
to our age, it's all blur anyway.
I mean,
it's
I
10
feel-
plus.
I feel-
It's
I
10
feel
I'm
plus.
getting there.
I
I'm
feel like
slowly getting there.
I feel like COVID was also like a time
those
skip.
2-3
was.
years.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
I can't even lie, bro. That
I got
shit.
bare work done though. I made
Oh,
all of
yeah.
Studio Paradise during
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
But yeah, I'd like to hear from you, Sonya. Just your experience, your thoughts on Toronto's
navigating the music
culture.
industry.
Yeah, navigating the industry.
From
How do you
Stouffville to
From
Toronto.
How do you feel?
Stouffville, bro, I couldn't even tell you, bro. Like, cause I still sometimes feel like I'm an outsider. Cause it's like, yo, like, you know what? I truly found a community once I started coming to these events. Like, I was riding around with the same group of people, but it was like, I wasn't like I was part of like with my people, but I wasn't necessarily part of a community.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that like everyone already knows each other or whatever, it's like, because I was coming from Stouffville, and I would go all the way downtown just to cook up with my peoples and then just go home and get ready for work the next day. So like, I'm kind of like, I really don't know. I'm still kind of new to the scene as well, but it's just like, I was just kind of just trying to be everywhere all at once. So, and the thing is, like, yo, when you're in Toronto, sometimes you have to be everywhere all at once.
You gotta do it. You gotta put on all the hats and everything, and
Dog,
just
like,
networking. And
I just
meeting.
wanted to make beats. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sick beats. Like, when did I become like a session guitar player?
Yeah.
Like coaching an artist through a verse, whatever. I didn't even pay attention to the lyrics, bro.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even help with writing. But it's like, well, like now that I'm like working with Eric, and he's like low key coaching me, just like, okay, yo, this is what you want to like look for, or whatever. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
Eric's
oh.
really good at that.
Yeah, he's really good at that. Like, but it's like, you know, like I'm sure like both of you guys went through this. It's like you'll be working so hard on music when you realize music is only like 10%
Yeah.
of everything else.
Yeah.
And then when money gets involved, I was like, oh shit, where did everyone go?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
I feel like it's like, you know, yeah, music is music, but if you want to make this a career, you need to make decisions, and you need to do certain things.
Yeah.
Like you need to be intentional with all your decisions.
Yeah, so
like, if you want it for the long game,
yeah,
that's what it is.
I've only started doing that this
Yeah.
year though. Like,
Yeah.
like when I like quit my full-time job, like right into the mix, like I started like but like, you know, like hang out with you, like getting pointers from you, like even like meeting my homie Lance. Like he's from the Scarborough area, but like he works like a lot on like K-pop stuff and all that stuff, and he'd be coaching me stuff about like business stuff too. So it'd be like, yo, if you have any questions about label things or label agreements, just ask away. I'd love to help you, bro. I'll be like, oh, okay, sick.
That's blessed, man.
So it's like, yo, there's older guys who come in and out and like who are willing to like lend an ear and give, like, you know,
It's
like-
better that you learn that early on in your career than like
bro.
later on.
Corey be telling me some shit that I'm like, yo, literally like saving me from like a 5-year headache.
Yeah, learn from my mistakes.
Yo,
you know?
literally-
Like, I had nobody to show me or
Bro,
whatever,
exactly.
right, you
Like
know?
Harrison would be telling me some shit and be like, yo, so what do you like? Dude, I'll never forget it, bro.
Let's go.
Like he was like,
Spill
Harrison
the
was
tea.
just like, yo, Jason, so what are you working on? I was like, oh, bro, like I'm working on stuff with my friends. I really think that we're like bringing our own sound to Toronto. And he's like, oh, that's really sweet of you. You should stop thinking like that. And I go, well, that's strange. And he's like, no, like you have to understand that like you're putting yourself in a category, like a bubble. Because like you're saying Toronto when everyone's like low key, like worldwide. We have the internet.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, but it's like, you know, we're here doing our thing in Toronto, whatever. And he's like, you're not listening to me. I go, oh, fuck. And like, he's like, no, like you have to understand that barrier does not exist. And like, once he said that shit, like, I'm like, oh my God, bro, dude. Once again, I got all twisted. I was blindly working on something to only realize like, oh, fuck, like that hurdle actually never existed before.
You never know. I mean, hey, man, like Oyster reached to London.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
yeah, stream that now.
Oyster reached to London, man.
Play it on
Al-
Deezer.
although-
I don't know.
right, you know,
Deezer.
right across the pond.
Deezer.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Stingray Radio. What's that? Stingray? Hell yeah, bro.
Well, I think Harrison says a lot of, like, Harrison is our international connection
Bro,
too, right?
Yeah,
Harrison,
a lot of game, bro.
he's a talent buyer. He brings in a lot of talent from Asia, right? So he's always thinking big picture, thinking across the pond, right? So Harrison's blessed. I'm hoping to have him on the podcast. Not hoping
Bro,
he'll
yeah.
be on the podcast, but I'm
He'll
hoping
be
I'm hoping he'll be a co-guest. I mean, a co-host. Sorry.
Yo, can,
Yeah.
can I be on that episode?
Yeah, for sure.
I like hanging out with that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's so funny, bro.
Yeah, Harrison's got some spicy takes and stuff too, you know. So
Yeah, bro. Really spicy
yeah,
takes,
yeah,
bro.
but it's good. You
I rate
need
him
to,
for it.
right?
Yeah, but just navigating the whole business thing is just like, yo, the only way for you to learn is you have to low key make your mistake or like learn someone else's mistake.
Yeah. It's tough, man. Yeah, you saw the post. 10% music, 90% business. Like
All I got is beats.
yeah, the
All
music. I think,
got is
and
beats,
for us,
bro.
the music part is easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it
we can
comes
make
naturally.
music for days, right? But then
Yeah.
when it comes to the release, the structure, the marketing, all that
Yeah.
shit, that's just where we have to start to get smarter.
Especially
because
because you guys are like producers, so you have to work with other artists. So there's naturally got to be like you naturally have to think contracts, you have to think splits. Like those are
100%.
like if you want to release something, right? So
It's always that though. Like when the conversation like that, it's weird. I never know when to bring up that conversation.
You need to bring
Yeah.
it up early on.
I know it's like you don't
Yeah.
want to like kill the vibes in a session.
Yeah,
and,
that's what
like,
I'm saying, bro. Like
that's like one of my biggest frustrations when Corey first started like doing music is like I work for a corporation. I've worked in corporate for about 8 years now.
oh yeah,
So
benefits.
Corporate girl.
Dental.
But business is like
I'm on those benefits.
yeah,
Thank
bro.
God.
Yeah.
I got it on
Got
my
my teeth
benefits.
cleaned and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Thank God.
But
Shout
like
out
you
to
know, like
you,
talking
dog.
business and like figuring that stuff out, like
Yeah.
that's my day in and day out. So like
Yeah.
when Corey's like, oh, like I want to do this, it's like he comes at it from the creative side, but I'm like, okay, well, like,
Just
but
vibes, bro.
yeah, but I'm like, wait, but what about the contract? Like, what? Like, don't you? And then like I understand like there's vibes that you have to create like in in a session.
Yeah.
So like there's you don't want to bring it up like too soon, but it's frustrating because
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
immediately where my brain goes.
Yeah.
And
I think you should be my manager.
yeah, but you don't.
She already is.
Apparently, yeah. Managing my life.
Hell yeah, bro.
Outside of
I know that
music.
for a fact because you definitely text her about Uber Eats, bro. I know you text her. I was like, "Yo, can I use this, bro?" Remember that one time we were at the studio?
Do we have promotion, babe?
the
Can I use the
pro-
promotion?
Yeah, I'll
do you
be
mind?
like,
Do you mind
bro, she's-
ordering for us
It's like
to the
she's
studio?
not here in Toronto
Do
right
you
now.
have
You're still
a-
bothering her.
Yeah, do you have the promo code?
Yeah,
I'm like ordering you Uber Eats from New York.
Yeah, bro. It's like, yo, she's managing you, bro. She's managing you, dog.
Definitely.
Bro, it's like it's such a dicey conversation, but it's like I've been open to having these conversations more because I've been like you know, I ended up like kind of getting burned before.
We've all been burned, and I think knowledge is key. And I think that's the funny thing about the music industry is that there's a lot of just not giving, because that's where labels will have power. Is
They
the
got leverage.
gatekeeping, they have leverage, they have the
Yeah,
knowledge,
yeah.
right? And a lot of us are just like, where do we get our royalties from? How do splits work? How do this work? What are the standards, right? And nobody's giving us the info. They're just like, this is the standard, 50% for the label, right? And it's like, well, what are you really doing? Or
Yeah.
you know, there's it's hard, man. It's different for everybody
Yeah.
too, right?
It's weird. It's like when you're dealing with like people's like music, it's like, yo, it's great when you're on like, artist development side, but with that being said, it's like you'll work hard on a lot of music that will never see the light of day.
Bro.
And that comes with artist development though.
Bro,
It's like that
yes.
comes with that comes with the job title, right? So it's like you can't be upset at someone for not putting something out because it's like, yo, they're still developing their sound. You can't be upset at that. But what you can be upset at is like, dog, I dumped all my money into this.
And all my time.
all my time.
Yeah, that was
bro.
such a politically correct answer. He's like, you can't be upset. You know, there are
You can't be
too.
upset
But
at
what
that.
you can be upset
What
at.
you can be upset
Oh,
is
my
at your own
wasted
situation
time.
right now, at your own situation.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I've been through that a lot. I'm still dealing with that a lot, and I think that is really how I gauge who I work with. To be honest, it's like, yes, there's artist development. There's people that I choose to believe in. Like, let's try to session whatnot. But I'm like in there with my toe in and half my other foot out. You know what I mean? Just scared. Just scared like a month. I don't know if this is me. I'm not this, you know, I don't know if I like music. You know what I mean? Like,
This guy doesn't like music, bro. Look at this guy, bro. This guy hates This guy actually hates music. Yo,
bro, I'm salty as fuck, bro.
Well, yeah,
it's
you
so
can see in the
bad.
last couple of years, like during the pandemic, like pre-pandemic, Corey was like always working with like there was like 2 or 3 artists that you would always work with. They'd come over, they'd session, you'd session all the time, and so much time was put into it, and then like
I
nothing
haven't
really
seen
happened.
a damn song.
Yeah.
And now you just do this, like basically this.
This is all I do for music. I don't produce for anybody else really, because I'm like, where's it gonna go? You know, what's
I
it gonna
know,
do?
man.
What's a producer fee? Like, even if I want to charge a thou, which I would be, you know,
big
decently
thou
not-
wow?
I've
big
I've
thou
raised
wow?
now it should be a thou, bro.
I think that's standard.
It should be a thou, right? It should be a standard.
should
That's
be
the
a
thing.
standard.
It should be a fucking standard. But here, everybody's just trying to get their little beats for 2 bills, 3 bills, no bills. and for what, for our time, and we're trying to think
So
we're building
much,
and
bro.
growing with them, right? But then when things go, it's not my son, then we're on the
man.
side and we're left with all this work
I feel
we
like a
did.
fair contract. It's like a one-time fee, and you know, and then a cut of like whether it's publishing or master. I think that's pretty nice. That's fair.
But how do you get a cut of publishing mastering if it never even went out?
We're
There's
in
no
the
cut.
wild
There's
west,
no
bro.
cut, yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly.
That's the
So
thing,
it's
yeah.
like I don't know, man. It's like everyone's relationship with like the business side is always constantly changing as well. Like,
Yeah.
my business towards it, my attitude towards it, drastically changed with the span of 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months. 2 months prior to that, I was blindly working on everyone's stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like obviously, like I kind of accepted the fact that I'm like, okay, yo, I guess this is how things are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta roll with the punches. And then when like you start taking L after L after L, you're kind of like, okay. Yo, I can't even lie. It's very embarrassing too, because it's like, yo, imagine working on all this music and like
Nothing to show for.
nothing to show for it. Like, yo, you have your loved ones who are like very concerned about you. Like, my family was so concerned about me. It's just like, yo, you're dropping so much money on this stuff. You're doing so much. Like, what are you doing? I'd be
Yeah.
like, and it's stuff I can't really explain to them because it's
Yeah.
just like
They wouldn't understand.
they
that.
wouldn't understand.
yeah, yeah.
I can't blame them for that.
Even with Maggie, it's like sometimes a conversation, like even now or a lot before, where I'd be like, you know, she'd be like, okay, what are we gonna do if you like you want to have a family? I want to have
Yeah.
a family. I want to have a
Hell
kid.
yeah, dog.
What are you gonna do for a job? At that point, I was just teaching part time,
yeah.
trying to do music, blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah.
Do we have a place to live? Like, where's the money? And in my head, I'm like, baby, it's coming. Baby, it's coming.
Yeah,
Don't
me-
worry. You know,
but
I'll
it's
just
like,
keep
but
grinding
you-
shit.
you can only
You know,
say that
music's
so
a long
many
game. Music's a
times,
long
bro.
game. I'll
Right,
see that
so
shit down the line.
Yeah, so I'll tell you the exact moment where I was like, what is this? Is you were subletting Eugene's apartment, so the original Takes a Village community space. It was like a summer.
Yeah,
and
I
you-
lived there
and
for
you-
2 months.
He was
just
like
for
subletting
fun.
it, and he was like just running sessions, and we were like, so like we've alluded to this, but we're older. So at that point, we were like already like in our 30s, and I was like, okay, like if we want to have a family, like you're subletting like this random apartment in Chinatown. Like we have no plan. We don't live together yet. Like what is the plan here? Like why? Like you're subletting is such a short term thing. Like and like you're working on music, and I get that, but like where is it all going?
Bro. And that was, we were renting. That's where I made Studio Paradise, so we were renting at the time. And I remember one day I literally broke down, bro. I was like,
Yo, it gets like
just
that,
like,
bro. Yo, it
broke
gets like
down.
that, bro.
I was in her fucking arms. She's holding
Hell,
me. The
yo.
tears, like, oh.
Yo,
I'm
Maggie,
like,
I
"Babe,
rate
don't-
you. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
I don't-
doing.
I don't
I'm
remember
like,
this.
I said something. We were on the stairs, remember? And I was just like, it's so hard. I was
It's
just like,
so-
this is so hard, babe. Like, I'm trying and I don't know. Like, it's so hard. And I was like bawling. And I was
Yeah.
just struggling. And it was so. And I know you guys feel that probably every day.
Bro,
That's
I
how we
cry.
wake up.
Yo, I've
what are we
openly cried
doing?
at random places, bro.
Yeah.
One time I openly cried in front of my parents. They're like, this happened out of nowhere, bro. You were just chilling. You just break down because it's just like, yo, you've exhausted so much of your energy and time for stuff that was like promised to you. Obviously, like you can't take everyone's word for, you know,
Yeah,
for what
yeah.
it is, but it's just like, dude, like and nothing's linear, bro. Like how can you get anything done, bro?
Yeah, there's.
While you're doing a full-time job at the same time.
Yeah.
While I try to take care of like real life situations
Yeah.
and just trying to keep up with like artistic like creative freedoms. It's just like
I mean, I feel like, I mean, like how it was for me, like, you know, my game plan was always to have, you know, if this music thing is cool, that's good. But like for me, like I was always like when I was in London, I was doing a teaching job, so I had a full-time job, and I feel like, yeah, this music thing is cool, but who's gonna pay your bills? Who's gonna you know, who's gonna pay your rent? Who's gonna pay your session players? Because I'm an adult and I wanna, you know,
Yes.
I wanna respect my collaborators. So
yeah.
Of course.
you know, anyone who's playing for me, like trumpet, whatever, I paid them. You know, and I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, I think a lot of people starting into it. I feel like a lot of people, yeah, you can do this music thing, but it's the people who are screwed, have their head screwed on, and you know, are serious about, those are the ones that stay.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And who have the business mind, and their kind of life is set straight too, because like that starving artist life, it doesn't
It's not
exist, man. It's not a nice life. And even Sir was on I think it was a Colors interview or some interview, just like, yo, my creativity and everything got better when I got a security job or whatever job he was
100%.
working. He's like, I could actually make money, I could feed myself, not worry about rent, and my creativeness got better because it wasn't in the back of my head all the time.
It's real,
right?
bro.
It's super real. So I told you, I think a year ago, like you were thinking about Scotty's. It was around that time you were like trying to go in, and I was like, get a job, G. And then the next week you were working the job. Right?
I was literally working the job, bro.
Right?
And like
So
I was definitely I'm gonna say I was making more than I should have. Because like like the fact that like I've literally thugged it out with no job for like almost a year. It's like it goes to show how much it was paying me.
Yeah.
It did, but what didn't help is like I was working overnights and all that shit. So it's like it did take a toll on my health. But when you're working as hard as you can, you break down, health issues happen and all that shit.
Yeah.
I had to like I have like I ended up encountering like some health issues. I had to reconsider everything like creatively.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like when health doesn't keep up, the music really doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Your health is number one.
Health is number one. This is my mom saying. My mom loves that shit. Health is number one.
It's
You
like,
can all the success, everything, but if you don't get
it's
your
like,
health,
yeah. Next thing you know, it's just like you're falling apart. She's like, I told you.
Yeah. Mom, can I move back home?
And I told you, bro.
Yo, Troy, can you just check this? It went into its screensaver.
Oh,
Still recording.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll go a bit.
Really, bro? What the fuck? It can get like that?
Give me a sec. Still running.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
Okay, we back.
All right.
All right, but like just to kind of like bring it full circle, I guess this is like kind of like one of the reasons why we wanted to start the podcast. One of the reasons why Corey started Takes a Village as a music label, right? Just to share, so others can learn from your, I guess, like your
My mistakes, or
pretty much,
if
right?
I got any nuggets, like we said in the
Yeah.
first episode, to share those, or if these guys got anything, people can just, if they're looking to come up and they can learn not to make our.
I mean, I'm still young and man compared to Corey. So.
I'm still trying to learn shit, dog.
You
Yeah,
know,
these guys are
yeah,
babies.
the
These guys are
first-
babies.
Yeah.
The first nugget of advice is make sure if you want to do music, then
You have to be about this life.
you have to be about
Yeah.
the life.
Yeah.
And you have to
You got-
know, like, kind of the business side. You have to familiarize yourself with that.
I made a post. As soon as you decide to become an artist, you
It's that
also
you-
decided to become an entrepreneur. You
100%.
you decided to become a contractor,
Yeah.
a freelance guy, whatever, right? Like you decided to be your own business. So you can't just go around being artists, because I would love to just make music and
That'd
do
be
these sets.
sick, dog,
Wouldn't it
bro.
be so sick,
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just
I don't think
sounds.
about nothing
It's like I
this.
wake up, it's just
Just
sounds.
get paid.
Just sounds.
Just vibes and sounds,
Just
baby,
vibes, dog.
So
I
it's
go to
like,
bed.
yeah, right.
Just sounds,
So
dog.
you need infrastructure. I think Toronto lacks it, so that's why I think this is important as well. We need a voice, so I think
I
that's
feel
why
like the
point
industry
that.
period, not even Toronto, just the industry period.
Well, I guess Troy can talk to this a little
Yeah, what
bit.
do you
Oh
think
yeah,
about
dude.
Toronto's?
Yeah, yo, my
Yeah, what do you
bad.
think about the industry here?
like, I haven't experienced too much.
Because there's not much here.
Well, I can
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well,
Don't do that. Don't
cut
do
that
that.
out.
Well, I can only speak from my experience, because like when I was in the UK, there was a lot of infrastructure for independent artists to thrive. So we have this thing called BBC Introducing, and anyone can submit their stuff to the radio, and if the DJ likes it, you get your stuff played online. So I got one of my tracks that got played on BBC Radio
Oh
1.
hell
Right,
yeah,
right,
bro.
With my own duo, just because the Jazz is that, shout out to her. She thought it was cool.
Shout out, yeah.
I just feel like in the UK, there's a rich history when it comes to music. People love that stuff. I remember when I first came to Leeds, I was like, we had this basement, like it was like a speakeasy, and like instead of DJs, it would be a live band, and we would play like Earth, Wind, and Fire, and people would come out and dance to that. I feel like there's the culture for it, you know.
Yeah.
Like people really appreciate music in the UK, and there's always festivals going on, and you know, like it's a huge industry over there.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is the space. There's the space for grassroots events. That's the thing. Like, I mean, it's, you know, it's on the decline, but it's probably better than a lot of places in the world.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's structure for it. You know, I mean, like a lot of Arlo Parks. She used to submit her stuff back from BBC Introducing, and now look at her now.
True.
I feel like, you know, in the UK, DJs still hold a lot of power
Right.
Hell yeah, bro.
to like introduce music, you know,
That's
like
dope.
up and coming artists, and people love, you know, people appreciate that. I don't know about Toronto.
We got Rosin Mocha.
Yeah.
We got Rosin Mocha, baby. Hell yeah, bro.
No, I mean, I feel like in the UK, like, you know, there's people, you know, there's a lot of promoters, there's a lot of all that kind of stuff, like that champion, you know, people that are up and coming. So
I think UK people, like, they're just looking for, like you said, more grassroots sound, more like newer sounds and
Newer
stuff.
sounds.
I think a lot of artists here would actually do very well in the UK.
100%.
But
yeah,
a lot of listeners in Canada are more North American, like American listeners.
US,
where they just want
yeah.
polish, they want this, they want, you know what I mean? That brand
Yeah.
more than anything, you know?
We do have like kind of like something like community radio here is really big on like putting on new artists. Like we have a friend who Mix, who does
Shout out Frisson Radio.
who does like
Oh,
a radio
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
always looking out for new music. So community radio really plays that role here in Toronto, but it's just like we don't have the population for it. Like nobody's
That's it.
Like in Canada in general, we don't have the population.
Yeah,
for it.
so like the UK, you have all your surrounding areas as well. So if you need to tour anything, it's like very easy to get around, right?
Touring in the country is easy. Like
super
yeah,
easy,
I got my boy like so I'm in TC and Jahara, and my boy Tim, he's in this group called TC and the Groove Family, and like they all have day jobs and stuff, and they did like, oh, we're doing like a country tour, and they just tour like on the
so
Saturday.
easy.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
do
they-
that?
Yeah, they just
'Cause
take
you
the
can
train.
fly-
and
yeah,
all
or
that.
you
Yeah.
can fly for so cheap.
Yeah,
like,
to the Ryanair or some
Yeah.
EasyJet, it's
Exactly.
like $50 to get to London.
here
or
it's
some
like
stuff.
you want to fly to Vancouver. It's like
Yeah, even
Rack.
Vancouver is like, yeah,
it's not a
it's like
rack, it's
$5
not.
still
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It's like, why go to
And it's so
Vancouver?
far.
I'll go to LA instead. But then, yeah, I don't know. You got to think of Canada. The whole population of Canada, not Toronto, Canada is the size of, not LA.
this is Corey
Please
Fast.
don't fuck it up.
This is
Don't
how
fuck it up.
this is how bad I'm
This is
with American
Corey Facts.
American stats.
It's like it's just as
states,
big as Hawaii.
American states. yeah, way bigger than yeah, just around the same size. California, motherfucker! Oh my god.
Canada's the same size as California?
The population.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
33 mil, and all of California is 38, 33, 38.
Are you serious?
We're the same size as
We have
Cali.
a lot of landmass where people just like don't
Don't live. It's unlivable.
Yeah,
too cold.
yeah. The population density
So
in
all of
Canada's really
Canada is the size
I'm not a
of
well-traveled person too, so I was like, I've just assumed everyone just had bear people,
Yeah,
but
man.
it's like not California, bro. What the?
So when you look at that, you look at the UK and all these population sizes. It's like,
I think that's just the main thing. UK has infrastructure.
yeah,
Like
Money,
for
there's
that, you know,
infrastructure, yeah.
like the radio, you know, the labels, the events. That's the one thing that the UK has that's different from at least my experience now in Toronto. You know,
Yeah, you guys got Tim Westwood. We don't, and I'm sad. Tim Westwood TV, bro.
I don't even know what's that, but yeah.
Oh, you don't know Tim Westwood TV,
Nah.
bro? Dude, you have Charlie Sloth. Do you know Charlie
Yeah, no,
Sloth?
Charlie, yeah,
Woo, bro.
That's the thing.
We don't got that. We don't have that, bro.
Nah, I feel like the fact that that the BBC, you know, something that everybody listens to, still champions
yeah,
like community music, you know, up and coming. Like there's BBC Radio 1 introducing. That's where, you know.
That's sick.
super dope,
What?
man.
Yeah.
I
So
had no
the,
idea.
the fact that, you know, that it has that reach just goes to show, like, you know.
That's wavy.
Yeah,
What?
it's super dope.
Yeah. So that's the difference, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna end it on a really sad note. So here in Toronto, we just struggle.
No, I know. No, don't. Actually, yo.
No, we'll leave it on a hopeful note.
Hopeful note, yeah,
This
yeah.
is what we're
Make-
trying to change. This
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what this.
We're
This
promoting
is-
conversation.
This is what I'm about. This
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just joking. Yeah.
Nah.
So
Perfect time to plug yourself.
it
in
is.
what you
It is.
do.
So that is exactly what the village is about. Is to
Yeah.
try to give us some infrastructure to give the grassroots and the
Yeah.
developing artists and the developed artists who are kind of trying to look for that next step, but we can't really find it, right? So
Yeah.
that's what the village is about, creating that community, letting you guys have opportunity, the town hall to teach the people about it and let them know
Spread
about
the
it as
word.
well. Spread the
Spread
word.
the knowledge.
Yeah.
And you never know, maybe this stuff goes, a little bigger. Maybe it just stays within our city and it helps certain people out. But yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, all I can say is like both of you guys, you have done a lot for like our community. It's like a lot, and it's like
Thanks, man.
made a serious impact.
Thank you.
Like,
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Megan,
no,
nah, she's supporting me, and
no, but see,
all my
like,
ideas and
it
stuff.
goes hand in hand. Like
It
you're
is.
there at events.
I've provided him with benefits so that he can be healthy
Hell
yeah, so I can be
bro.
healthy to do
while
it.
he's
yeah.
planning all
My,
these.
Yeah,
my teeth
bro,
aren't crooked
it's
and
like-
shit. And
Yeah, but it's like you're at events, you work it.
nah,
Like,
no,
you
I
do what you can.
run. To be honest, I run a lot, pretty much all of my ideas through Maggie, and Maggie is that person who will
Maggie's
tell
the
me
soundboard.
if it's shit or if it's good.
Therefore, she's your manager.
Exactly. Going back, she
she's
is my
management.
manager. God damn
What we
it.
can end this podcast off with is Maggie's your manager. Fam.
Actually,
Facts.
I wanted to do a quick top five. Another one, not music related. This one because I want to get food involved. I think there's a
Let's go.
huge
Food.
food scene in Toronto, right?
Oh, bro, I'm
so
brand
I
new
want to
here,
give, and we're gonna make it Asian specific.
All right.
I want to do. I was thinking Asian spots, but I might be.
I don't know.
A little
I don't know any.
It
man.
might be a little bit harder. So I want you guys to
Five.
name top 5
Asian dish.
Asian
Asian
dishes.
dishes.
All right,
Asian
and then
dishes.
if you guys have a few spots in the city, like if you got a couple Filipino
Yeah.
spots that you know about,
Come
shout
on,
out your
man.
peoples.
Yeah, Tsununo, bro.
Right?
Tsununo.
Yeah, exactly.
Tsununo, bro.
I've heard
You've
of
held me
Tsununo.
down, bro, since I moved here. Holy shit. I spent so much money at that place. Bro, I'm surprised my gal didn't like act up, bro. Like I just
Does it
been
have to
eating.
be Toronto? Sorry, I interrupted you, but does it have to be Toronto focused?
No, well, I think Asian foods can be obviously whatever Asian food you like, but if
Yeah.
you can, the restaurants can be Toronto focused,
Yeah.
but for you they
Because
can be
Troy's
like
like-
yeah, they can be
I'm
UK
From
focused. Yo, give
or
us some
HK.
UK,
like PG
like bunch of
Clubs.
bananas. Yo, we're gonna send this out to bunch of bananas, and we'll
Oh,
give
I
us
know,
your
right?
top 5
Say,
Asian
yo, we're
spots
beefing
out
with
there.
you now.
It's so funny because like I don't eat out in the UK because it's so expensive over there, man.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
everything's
Oh, is it
super.
expensive like that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
expensive. Like, but when I was in Leeds, when I was up north, which is a lot cheaper compared to London, that's when I ate out. There was this nice place called Mummy Thai.
Hey.
Yeah, and when I was still studying, I would always get like a Mummy Thai every
Yeah,
once
just
in a
get it.
while.
Yeah,
Got the
yeah.
MT going.
I got the
It's like a pad thai or-
I get the pai grapao.
Pad grapao, yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
Yo, I can go for that
Yeah.
right now, dog.
Give us your other top Asian foods though, like anywhere. It doesn't
anywhere,
have to
like-
be from a specific
Okay,
spot. Is it
okay,
yum
number-
dim sum? Is it-
Number one, my dad's home cooking.
Hey, your dad cooks.
My dad cooks
Indo food.
Indo food. Yeah, so yeah,
Ah.
like growing up, I had the lunchbox fam. Like, like
What's Indo food? Is it like
Beef
Malaysian
rendang.
food?
beef rendang. Like it's
Rendang. Oh, okay.
beef
Yeah, yeah.
rendang.
Nice.
So that's like one of the dishes, like beef rendang. And then I mean, to be fair, like growing up, I ate a lot of home food. I don't eat out a lot. Like,
True.
so-
But what are your favorite home food dishes? that you
Home-
like?
okay, let's go.
Beef
I got
rendang. You got
dishes,
one.
yeah.
beef rendang, subaso. It's like a beef ball. Then you get like a chicken based stock.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
That's dope.
I love soups. I love soups and noodles. So a nice bowl of pho lin, and then what? Is it called pho lin?
Is that here or is it in?
Yeah, that's here.
That's here.
West
That's
End.
here.
Pho lin?
Yeah, that's for. I think that's what it's called. But it's on the West End.
Yeah.
Really good pho. Ramen, obviously.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dog.
I remember I went to Japan last year and I was blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time in Japan. I was like, oh man,
Crazy.
this is Japan. Food in Japan is something else.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
actually
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It goes crazy, bro.
Yeah. What did I say?
was
Beef rendang, subaso, a nice bowl of pho, ramen, dim sum.
Yeah, yum sum. I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
Where's the
yeah,
herb?
no.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dim sum my top.
Dim sum.
That's my top,
A
too.
good. I would like me and my family growing up. We would always go dim sum. Like after church on Sundays.
That's the time. Same.
Yeah,
And then everybody else at church is at the same at the
Exactly.
dim sum
Yeah,
as
so
well
busy.
too.
Yeah.
Dope.
So
All right, Saya, how about you?
That's my list.
Top
I'll
five.
go with we got lumpia, you know,
Yeah,
classic, bro. I can demolish like a full rack of that right now. We also got longanisa, bro.
Longanisa, bro.
Oh my Christ,
I love longanisa.
dude. Oh my god, I had to take a pause for that one, bro. That shit's amazing.
How
bro.
do you just pan fry yours?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Pan fry, but sometimes like if you like kind of like put it in like an oven just to like convection bake that joint,
A
it
little air
hits
fry
different.
kind of shit.
Yeah, it hits different. I can't even.
I
lie.
usually barbecue them. Like I got the barbecue, I'll line them up.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So good. You could just eat that by itself. It's fine. It's so
Stressed.
good.
I want to eat so bad, bro. So I got that. There's a dish called kare kare. It's kind of like it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's almost like an oxtail soup situation, but it's like instead the main soup broth is like a peanut sauce situation.
Ooh, let's go, man.
Dang.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy, bro. So we got that going on. I'm probably gonna go with, I will never say no to a bowl of pho. I can't say no, bro,
It's so
especially in
good.
weather like this.
Especially right now, man, when it's
Yeah,
cold.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Right now when it's cold.
Tell me why it hurts to be alive outside, bro. That
Canada,
shit
bro.
hurts, bro. When the air's too crispy, oh fuck, it just
Yeah.
hurts.
It's too
And-
windy.
It's too windy, bro.
I hate that shit.
And then, I know this is a basic bitch answer, I will go crazy for like sweet and sour, like pork.
Dude,
Hey,
that's
yo.
a classic.
Holy shit, bro.
Yep. Gulo yok. That's the classic, man.
Dude,
Actually, my mom, she says like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, order that dish, and that will for her that's
dictate if it's
That's
good or
like,
not.
that's the
That's
standard.
the
That's
standard. Yeah,
standard.
if your
Yeah.
gulo yok is good, then the
Yeah,
restaurant
everything else is gonna be good.
Because if that ain't fresh, like usually it has to be fresh, but if it ain't,
Yeah.
then something's wrong.
Yeah, no,
fair
that's my
It-
Mount Rushmore, I guess, bro.
I'm with you on the sweet and sour pork. I grew up with that.
Yeah,
so
it's like,
much, man. I
oh,
loved it. You're right. You're right.
what about you guys, bro? What you got?
Yeah, baby, you start your top five. What's your top?
Let's
five?
My
go.
top 5, I would say dim sum.
Yeah.
I'm
good.
dim sum up there.
Specifically, my favorite
I know it's a Korean barbecue. Specifically
dim sum.
Oh,
shit.
lobako.
Yeah,
Lobako.
The
Hey.
turnip
pan
pancake.
fried turnip cakes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
my fave.
That sounds
Um,
amazing, bro.
Uncle Raymond's food yesterday. We had it
Oh,
was
yeah.
Chinese New Year on Wednesday, so we were in Markham.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
Corey's brother's
Father-in-law.
father-in-law cooked a feast for us,
Damn.
and
Markham.
his food's always really
His
good.
food's always good. Yeah, he's from Shanghai.
Yeah.
Shanghai,
Yo.
and he usually does this curry crab too. That's
Oh my god, dude.
love that curry
But yesterday
crab.
he did this like tofu, like bean curd with
Yeah.
the mushrooms.
Yeah. classic
so
New Year's
good.
dish.
Love that.
I'm
I
so
ate it and I was like,
hungry.
oh, I haven't had this in so long.
Yeah.
There's that, and then I like my noodles, like your classic. Yo,
Tao mein, which is
Yo,
beef.
chow mein.
beef fried noodles.
Yeah, beef fried noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your last one? That was like matcha right now or something.
Oh yeah, matcha. I'm in my matcha
Oh,
girl
bro,
era.
yo, dude, yeah.
She
Matcha.
went in hard on the matcha though.
I bought like
You had the-
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every morning I hear it's just like
Bro, dude, Eric and Angela got into it
Oh,
like maybe
God.
like
I'm
a
spending
couple.
like hundreds of dollars on like cans of matcha, like being shipped to our house.
Hell yeah, bro. Do it, bro.
Yo, that's a nice source of caffeine, you know?
Yeah. So yeah.
Is it like
matcha
super
right now.
caffeinated? Is it like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a cleaner caffeine than like.
Oh, word. I had no idea.
Yeah. Ah, it's a good way to start the day.
Damn, I'm not
Yeah,
cultured,
yeah.
bro. Fuck. Top 5? All right. Sick, bro.
All right, my top 5. I gotta go dim sum first. I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
happy with dim sum. Do you know what my top dish is in dim sum? I don't even know. What would you
Man,
say? it is?
you know what?
I feel like you eat everything.
I love chicken feet.
Chicken. Oh,
my
bro.
guy.
Chicken
Feng Zhao.
feet. Feng Zhao.
Nobody wants it. I always want it. Nobody wants to order it.
Yeah.
Is it sick like that?
It's amazing. Any chicken feet, and not even just
Yeah.
dim sum. Like
I mean, a lot of people in the West would find it gross, but like, man, the texture's fire.
it's so good, and
It's so good.
You can do it so many different ways. Actually, one of the best. I'll include this in my list because I love this. the Jamaican chicken foot soup from pretty much a lot of Jamaican places, but specifically from Hot Pot, which is on Eglinton. Shout out my Jamaican homies. They have their barrel outside. They're cooking the jerk chicken out in the winter till 4 a.m.
Oh, hell
But
yeah.
they have a
Hey.
chicken.
4 a.m.,
Yeah,
bro.
they have chicken feet soup.
So we gotta get
It's
rid of all this,
amazing.
bro.
And Jamaican soup is just good in general too. It's hearty and thick and it's warm. It's dope. So I'll put that up there. Dim sum, chicken. I don't know if I'll say pho just because I eat it so often.
But you see what I mean? But it's like it's held you down.
It does.
It has
does
no-
hold me
Easy
down.
like,
go-to when
if
you-
it holds you down, it's your top 5 whether you like it
feel-
or not, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
as an outsider, I feel like pho is like a Toronto standard.
It is. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Here.
Is it really like that?
No, I don't know. It looks like it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
You're
It's not like
outside
that.
looking in.
It's
You're
not
outside
like
looking
that in
in.
the UK. There's not a big
No,
Vietnamese population.
Bro,
up
food
there.
in the UK, nah. When I came to
Really?
Toronto, I was like, oh my goodness.
really?
I
Oh,
am.
that's interesting.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Asian food in the UK and London.
It's not
is
good.
not
I mean,
good.
there's Chinese food and Indian food, and that's it.
There's a lot of Indian food. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Indian
like,
food
there's
is
only
No,
two
I bet it
So
goes
good.
crazy. I bet it goes
So good.
crazy.
Yeah,
So good.
don't get me wrong. Indian food is great, but like Toronto has variety.
We have yeah.
That's the thing.
What I heard. Yeah.
That's
Lots of
that's
variety.
you know.
God, I'm gonna go gulo yok, the sweet and sour pork.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit. Sanjin bao. Just wait. Why am I brain farting on what sanjin bao is? Yeah.
the dumplings.
The
pan-fried pork.
soup-filled dumplings, but the pan-fried ones.
Oh
Not the small
my
The big one.
god.
Yo, shout out
yeah.
Juicy Dumpling who does it for hella cheap. I think they raised their money a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, there's another
Hey
place
man, inflation, man.
Take that
Yeah,
inflation.
you got to. It was
to,
really
man.
good.
I will
before,
still
though.
pay for it. You know.
I'll still, yeah, it's still cheap. There's another place called Sanji in York, Young and Shep. That's pretty good. I knew this mom pa spot that I would order them frozen and cook them at home myself, but they closed down.
Yeah, when they closed
That-
down, we ordered like
I ordered
100,
100.
150. We were gonna
Damn.
we were gonna
Yeah.
give them away as like presents, but we ended
I
up eating
gave
them
like
all.
one batch and then I ate the rest of them.
Held you down. Held you down. I see you.
yeah, I love that
Okay,
shit.
last one. What would
I don't
All right,
even
choose
know.
wisely.
I don't even know. Is it like omakase or something like that? Or
sushi? I don't know.
sushi?
You like sushi?
I don't like. Does everybody love sushi? It's a.
Go on Townhall
Oh, I
Hall.
think, what do
Oh,
you?
I don't. I'm not a big gong tao. I
Really?
prefer
Yeah.
sitiao hall more.
Okay, I see.
I prefer that more. That's the wet noodle.
I love gong
for my
tao.
Filipino friends here.
I love that stuff. I love that dry fried stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna go with my gongbo gaiding fan, which is kung po chicken.
Yeah,
This is such
yeah.
a standard like fast food dish, but there's a spot I go to in Mississauga growing up. And my dad would always used to order the same kung po chicken dish, right? From
Shouts out Dixie.
Dixie.
Food court.
Yeah, I don't even know the name of that Dixie mall. It's not Dixie Outlet Mall. It's like Eastgate Dixie Chinese Mall. I took my
like,
driving
there's just, like,
lessons
the
there
sh-
too.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like the shittiest mall. There's nothing in it
There's-
except
yeah.
for the food court is amazing.
There's, like,
Yeah,
five-
I
it's
went to
going
go there
crazy.
specifically.
It's holding it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like
It's
fast
holding
food
it down.
Chinese food, but like not Canadian fast food. It's like Chinese style fast
It's like,
food.
yeah.
So I've been
Pretty much all of Cantonese food. It's quick
it's
and
quick,
easy.
yeah.
I
So
need
I-
to pull
Yeah.
up, bro. I need to see that, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll
come
do a
through. Next
field-
time we're in
we'll do
Saga.
a field trip.
That
I'm down.
yeah,
I'm down.
Dixie and Eastgate. I've been ordering that dish for 30 years, like 2010 since I was
Damn.
again not to give
Tried
away
and
my
true.
age, but like yeah, since I was like 7, 8, 10, something like that. My dad's
Yeah,
been taking me
tried
there,
and
and we
true,
begin that.
bro.
He used to always get it, and I continued the tradition.
The same stall. The same
I
lady?
used yes until a year ago. She's not open anymore, but all those stalls, I think they work together. Because I saw
yeah.
homie
They
working
carried it
this
on?
stall. He
Yeah.
closed his stall. He's working at this stall over here, helping the other one. I think they all buy their produce together and whatever. And I
You know,
don't what it
there's
is.
one spot that I keep seeing on social media. Great Fountain. I need to go
Oh
there.
yeah, really.
yeah,
I
want
need to
to
go to that
Their
Go to Green
social,
Fountain in Markham?
their social
What is it?
media game.
Yeah,
is
they're
how-
killing. Yo, they're killing it.
Is
bro.
it all you can eat? Is it Ace?
No.
No,
It's
no,
like
no.
a food court, like
Oh, okay.
stall, but they're just their social media game is
snap.
kind
Shout
of.
out to all
And,
my
and she's from
Markhams.
Hong Kong too, so like blessed.
Yeah, we'll have
Gotta
to go
su-
there.
God support, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my
Auntie.
Markham homies.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah.
second episode.
Second episode is complete. Thank you, Troy,
Thank you
Sonya,
for having us.
the backbone and the funny bone to Take Some
yeah.
Village. Two
Hell
amazing
yeah, bro.
producers. Couldn't be
Yeah,
doing all these sessions without them. So give it up for Sonya, Troy. Thank you guys for being on board. All right, guys.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's another episode of Takes a Village Town Hall. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hell yeah.
Yo, check out my project, TC and Jahara. TC and Jahara. So it's spelled TC and Jahara. So Jahara.
On
just find that
Spotify
on Spotify.
All streaming platforms.
On streaming family. You can also find me on on Instagram. It's what is my handle actually?
It's
But,
Troy _ Jahara 7.
it's like 78256.
852.
Okay.
Yeah. Troy _ Jahara music. Something 852. Anyway, they'll be on the bio.
How about you, Sonya?
Literally just listen to all my friends, bro. Eric Wright, Kyle, Maria Therese, Takes a Village.
Let's go.
It's all that crew.
Yeah.
And then
We got some really cool stuff
Yeah.
coming out from Takes a Village.
Takes a Village.
Yeah.
You'll find everyone else
You'll
there.
see
There's
it.
too many
Yeah,
people to
trust
count
you
from.
guys will see
Yeah,
it.
well,
There's a
well,
lot. There's a lot of stuff we're cooking. It's January now, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll splice some clips in of maybe like in later episodes of
some of the songs.
Some of the
or
songs.
Maybe we do
of
some
the
of it live
sessions.
even when the singers are here. Yeah.
let's go.
We'll have it. All right, guys.
All my friends are good, bro.
Thanks for coming on
Thank
again.
you.
That's Townhall.